Um, uh, I asked this question. Okay, Angels of Light and Love, I welcome you in to do your usual thing. Thank you so very much. You are appreciated. Not just by myself, but this crew right here. So I asked, how should I be in public? What space do I hold and thus should hold to the standards of respect? Okay, that's what I'm asking here. That's what we're going to be answering. And these two cards popped out. Okay, this is the thing that that actually had the whole deck. Okay, of the, what is it? Circle? No, what is it? Round? No, shoot. Full circle of life. Circle of life tarot. Okay, and it's stuck to get. I meant to only get one card. And again, it's like a candid like pick, and I got two cards, and I couldn't even show it in time, so I had to redo it. And this all makes sense, I'm sure. But I only got to see, we got the 9 of Cups in reversal here. And what is this? Page of Swords inverted. This is what confuses me here. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse for this. Because I can speak to the Page of Swords inverted. But the 9 of Cups in reverse? Oh, okay, that that makes sense. Okay, so the 9 of Cups in reverse. It's like somebody's like prepping for like a community gathering here. Okay, it appears to be a round table, but like a Hobbit type of arena. However, it's kind of like, now I'm just noticing that there are birds, so these are bird feeds. These are messengers. This is a round table of messengers. So this is, I feel like a board, the way it's structured, like a panel, but it's circular. So it's not just one answering to an audience, but it's meant to go full around. It's kind of like the fisheye view of it, though. I don't know. There's a dual meaning here. Because if we're looking at a fisheye lens, that means that this is just like a straight table, right? And then it extends further, okay? However, so there's meaning for a fraction of people on that. But then this is almost like a panoramic type of view, like scaled down to this circular effect. Anyway, this, since it's divided in threes, we can safely assume that this part is about to be served, which is the closest point. And there's an inundation of water, like it's kind of ongoing there. But so when we're asking, okay, how should I be in public? And I'll tell you the origination of why I'm asking that question. How should I be in public, and what space do I hold? And thus recognizing the respect that it deserves. So before we like lay out all of this stuff, lay out like welcome energies, we know that we have the bowls. We know we have the capacity to do so. But are we going to dish it out for just anybody? I don't know. So you got to like internally process that, okay? You just have to think for yourself. Think about what your capacity is per venue, per context. And I don't know. I mean, oh my gosh, it's like duck, duck, goose. He got a goose. He took the goose over the gold. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. You see the golden eggs right there? So obviously, you know, in Jack and the Beanstalk, we know that the goose is more valuable than the golden eggs because the goose can always produce. So, yeah, I was going to say weigh out the value. Like, what do you get out of this? Because any energy that you expend, even in entertaining other energies, whether or not you're actually servicing them with your whatever you do, with whatever output you do, you still have that that precursor. Like your presence is our presence is very much recognized. Like it's like if you go to like celebrities, like massive big celebrities, in any avenue, it's basically like you're paying for the brand, you're paying for the name, you're paying for that presence, that security of presence and what it represents. However, like I don't play that game. I don't know. I'm not talking down on others that do that, but that's not how I roll. But they're saying that it's legit. Like it's a natural means of like what do you call it? Natural selection. It's similar to that. In like it naturally helps you like siphon out certain things, so it's not so complicated for you. Because there's a lot of things that are there are way bigger fish to fry than the small beans that we've, kind of gathered. And so even though those small beans led to like, beanstalk type of adventures, there's something about like the biggest treasure was the goose that laid those golden eggs. So there's an area of discernment here where you go duck, 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 goose, And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I went out and I told you about my freaking coffee situation, like at home, and trying to like freaking live humbly and being happy with that. But dude, like, I tried to sort it out in my head. Like, okay, does living a humble life, a humble, happy life, mean that you have to go through X amount of trials and errors every single morning in order to get that like humble happiness that doesn't cost you like triple the amount that it would just like doing it at yourself? Like what is that? I know that's not the message here. So I went out. I had a like rewards points for my freaking I can't show you. I can't show you because I don't want every single place that I go to be like mauled by it's already a lot of energy. For like my daily activities, I just needed like okay. So the thing was like it was only 99 cents for a large, and it was just a hot cup of like freaking coffee, tea, whatever, and I had it. Okay, then I was like, okay, well, I asked my older son what he wanted before I left because he deserves something, and he named it, and I was like, let me just pray that there's no line there. No super line, but there was enough of a line. It was surprising for later morning, but whatever, it was fine. But everywhere I go, I'm noticing a bunch of occultists, like everywhere. And we don't talk. We don't say like, I see you. We don't do that. That's stupid. But I do notice that there are certain ones that are red flags, especially if they try to walk behind you or somehow try to get behind you. So I always protect my back. And it's partially why now I have a backpack instead of like a backpack purse instead of a regular purse. And I have that with some protection in there, and people know that, like, because they can sense it. Like, why can't I do what I'm used to doing, especially if they work in darker aspects? And so, why am I telling you all of this? Oh, there's a point to it. Not all of the witches and occultists that I see are bad, but because of yesterday's experience last night with my son, I did not like that. I did not like that. Like, I have to say that the guys in the, flannel shirts, I knew that they were nice energy. Like, I sensed that they were nice energy, and it felt kind of harmless, but it's like, you give people an inch, especially if you don't know them, they'll take the mile. That's their safe assumption, psychologically speaking, because if there's a cliche to it, obviously it's kind of embedded as programming in like, oh, well, it's known, it's common knowledge. But so anyway, there was righteousness in what I had said, but I don't want, if somebody's going to take action on them or whatever, you know, you just know, like, there were other energies, women energies there that were not right. I can say, if you're going to like weigh out things, put it on them, because I knew that they were red flag energy and that was not cool. These people were just, these two guys were just, they crossed boundaries that they knew that they shouldn't. It was like a kid in a candy store. It's like, I wonder, you know, and then, yeah, so there's that. But like 3 or 4 times dipping into my energy that close, that's not okay. That's what I'm saying, okay? But I don't think they had anything ill-intended in mind. But the other 2 women that I saw, along with there were like accomplice kind of energies, like in around, like triangulating the area. I saw it, like, dude, I'm not stupid. So anyway, because of that experience, today I was like, phew, I'm not going to talk to anybody. Basically, fuck everybody in the ethers right now. Like, no, it's done. Like, nobody's getting into this bubble here. So I was, you know, I had my asshole type of like arena on. And, I didn't like that. Like, why should I? That's still my life. That's still like the few seconds of my life. I don't need to be like that. But I have to protect myself. So I ran into somebody that was, I can't speak on because I'm still going through stuff that involves them. And I know I have this habit of like romanticizing certain things, and I just know I kind of like trip over myself sometimes when I geek out over people I am innately fond of or respect or etc., because I found out like certain things that are like things like fuck up, I don't know what. So I don't want to sabotage anything, but I hope this person is doing really well. And I felt sort of guilty because I was here and I was like, this person is witnessing me not live this humble life, and I just like, I can't explain stuff to them, and it was stupid. So I know that this person is super smart and I don't really have to explain, and I wanted to acknowledge this person, and I dared not look at the person that this person was with, just because like part of me is like, I have to be as discreet as possible, and I have to preserve the some sort of like, I know some people try to tap into my energy and they try to see what I see in certain things, like visually, like live vicariously through me. And there are certain penalties to that too. So like I don't make a huge deal out of it, but I know there are certain things where like when I am to protect certain identities, I am not even supposed to look at them. So if this person is fond of the person that they're with, then I don't want to open up those doors at all. Like any possibility of tampering with that. Like that should show. Anytime I'm fond of somebody, I do try to, this is by habit, I think, try to be as apart as possible, because I know time tells a lot. So that's part of like me being safe with myself and learning how to make proper relationships in any level, including like pacing myself at work. I've lived so many revolutions of this stuff. So anyway, how should I be in public? Okay, how should I be in public? And before I start serving, before I start allowing for anything more than the default, I need to protect this freaking goose, you know? Because when you go duck, 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 goose, you get chased around, and then whoever's like the loser gets thrown in the mush pot, right? I don't even know what happens after that. I just think that when the next time duck, 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 goose happens, and the goose or whatever doesn't get away, then the mush pot is freed. I have to really think about this, like, psychologically speaking. But there's something about that here. I have to free all the geese. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Okay, this is not a goose. This is a large owl, though. It's Queen of Swords. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Queen of Swords. Okay. So this Queen of Swords almost looks like a banshee. a high fashion banshee. Yeah. Somewhat tribal. Anyway, she's navigating with her owl, and I think there's a bit of like Athena energy here. Athena is tied to owls. But Athena is also linked to spiders. I think there's something about that there. But the more I read into it, like just, you know, skimming through, I think from what I remember, she created spiders, or she, like, her spiders are her opponent energy, or a reminder of that symbology wise. Anyway, okay. So Queen of Swords. Does that mean we have the RBF? No, we just remain vigilant. We use our higher knowing, and we take flight in that. That's 100% there. Okay, so I just saw the contrast of like openness to like, phew, nope, I'm in my like little freaking time capsule. You are not going to bother me. Back to the wall. Get out of my energy. And in that line, it's like such close proximity. I don't want to give away like too many detail, because there are certain businesses that I respect in service, because they like, I'm not even going to give away like all of it. Okay. Okay. So, oh, it's it is definitely the Circle of Life Tarot. Hello. This is the Lover's card again in the middle. Like, dude, these are open relationships, not like open like I get to see people, etc., whatever. This is out in the open, like public arena relationships that are good and solid. And this is being able to stand up on your own, like your balance. You've got a perfect meld of yin and yang, and you're solid in how you represent yourself. You show that you love yourself. You show that you respect yourself. That's your intro card. That's your medallion. That's your talisman, actually. That is a wreath that goes on to that victory pole. So we got an intro to that. Okay, so that's how we introduce ourselves. Okay, we don't energetically. Okay, and we can remain vigilant. It doesn't have to be in its absolute form. So what space do we hold then, Spirit? King of Wands, again, on the recipient side. Again, there's an owl at his back. What? It's a golden owl. Okay, hold on. There's like a record player on this staff, like also incense burning from it. So there are people from the music industry here. Some are DJs, some and all of them are, you know, spiritual in a sense, because there's like, what do you call it? Incense wafting from it. Do you see? And like some of it is hip hop too, you know, like, you know, the high five, low five type of thing right there. And then, but so that's just like, off to the side. But then there's obviously Egyptian ties to this. But the thing that I found the funniest is that this is a golden owl, right? You're represented by the Queen of Wands riding the owl. But like in its most proper sense, this King of Wands is not just a mentor, but helping us navigate. That's funny. Anyway. Huh. That's crazy. Okay. That's funny. Oh, you know what? So there is a tie into the energy of the page of what is it, swords? Wait, page of swords inverted, and it's telling that like we're the holder of that. Okay. But there's something about like this having access to this, like ownership, not just access, ownership of this goose who laid like all of these golden eggs, right? But the gold transfers to here. So there's more than one of these type of energies that like this person is able to hatch. You see what I'm saying? Like there's something about the ability of this Queen of Swords in order to like help build upon the wealth of these King of Wands. That's what I'm telling you. In the previous reading, like earlier today, the King of Wands, where do we see it? The King of Wands is also depicted as the like hidden King of Pentacles as well. But the true, yeah. And just because of the architecture of his chair and then like a showman and all of that, it's still, it all goes together, undoubtedly. Okay, give me a second here. It was a lot of energy. Yeah. So I have to protect my abilities and my ownership to be able to assist in that manner, because like to assist like people who are already at a high level, it's highly beneficial. Like it's not to say that they're more important than like people who have like normal, regular, whatever, you know, just whatever jobs that, you know, still may be good, you know, but to be able to help people who are in higher positions it's an excellent thing. Like you have to vet yourself. You can't just like pat yourself on the back. You actively have to vet yourself because they're also in charge of the they're basically the influencers of whoever else surrounds them. They have their own subset of communities, and that's just a really, really, really good thing that you want to protect, that I want to protect. So there's an element of trust and firmness in how I hold myself. So the discernment never goes away, okay? It never goes away. Yeah, even if I have a drink or two, it never goes away. That's what they're saying. Because I'm being put in certain situations where it's not quite a requirement, but it is favorable to like, when in Rome, do as Romans, you know, Romans do. It's something similar to that. And it's kind of for the sake of like chumminess of business, but there's an art of temperance in that. So just following customs, that's basically what they're saying. But the discernment never goes away. It's never clouded. It's just there. Like that owl is huge. I mean, an upgraded Harry Potter version slash, what is it, never ending story type of ride, you know, so you can trust in that. Yeah, okay, all right. So what space do I hold, Spirit? I think that started to answer what space I hold. Okay, so that one wanted to show itself. It is the Fool card. It's kind of like a journeyman, nomad, a traveler. But this is, oh my god, it's just gonna like makes you throw up a little bit. That's gross. It's kind of alien-like, but there's an octopus reference here in the like cranium area. Do you see what I'm saying? That was crazy weird. That's weird. Even the shoes are mismatched. I don't understand. So the space that I hold is kind of eclectic. Oh, look, my freaking cat is there, dude. His bites are they ranged in my cat speaks several love languages, let me tell you. So sometimes, you know, like when somebody like gets excited, is that ADD, or like they get super duper excited? That's kind of what my cat is like sometimes. But yeah, so eclectic. There's a variance in interests. I have a huge appetite for journeying and getting to know the journey pretty well. I will commit to it for long strides, because you see like the beard is growing long, you see the tummy. This is kind of like a hermit type of energy too. So day and night, it's work, you know, like the buckets of water, but it's you know, it's like that. And there's a sense of what do you call it? Camouflage, almost like this ability to adapt to environment basically within seconds. It's being able to change one's DNA in order to I don't want to say assimilate. It's or even like disguise myself, really, but it's being one with the environment. And yet also an area of marvel in movement and navigation. So that says a lot about my crowd as well, because you don't get to that point and the world just wastes it on like narrowing you into like one box. It never happens that way. That box is like kind of a little kitty putter little playtime thing, and then you expand outwards. Like they force you to these areas if you don't make the decisions yourself. So that's kind of space that I hold. It's so that's to be respected. Like, you're not going to change somebody. Yeah. So that's one thing to respect that I learned in my most recent jobs, that I will not allow people to change me, especially if that direction is coming from a certain realm of the hierarchy. Yeah. I won't allow for that. I got here for a certain reason, and I don't feel like it's entitlement. Like I feel like it's just validation. It's like, you try to change me now, what you're essentially trying to do is dissect and like discombobulate basically the energy, the formula. You're actually damaging it. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say about that? Archangel Michael, what do you want to say? Okay. It's a death card inverted. What? We have the capability for Aurora Borealis here, but there's a snake protecting me. Like my ancestors have, what do you call it? Called upon snake energy, serpent energy to protect me. Not just serpent energy. This is like anaconda. This is like big boss snake energy. Huh. That's interesting. And my kids. Aw, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's 2 kids. Oh my God. That's crazy. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's so great. So Archangel Michael has kind of facilitated, like tapped people on the shoulder, like, hey you with this gift. And then the ancestors have like shifted certain things, like, you know, paranormal activities, something like that. They've done something to kind of message and motion these helpers to do that. You see? To me and my kids. That's great. So that's kind of a space to hold and respect. Yeah, that I have. You know, it was weird. So after I ran those errands, I had like and I went to the grocery store to get like the miscellaneous items that are like to be refrigerated. My freaking garage door like conked out. There was no indication of any issue before. None whatsoever. And we recently replaced that like within the past 10 years, like sooner rather than like way back when, and it should not be acting up. And I took a ladder to it like now, so dude, break. So I took a ladder to it, and the more I pushed the button, the more it like freaked up, and it was not good. So I took a ladder and I looked up there, and there was something melted off of it, or something that melted off. I don't know what had happened. So I know that there are practitioners out there that can willfully screw around with certain things in your home, but like I have to say that the divine is motioning me to some place like that, like positioning me to be in contact with people who are talented in whatever avenue, and that can help fix this, but also is related to something else. Like I feel like that. I really feel like that, because for somebody to come up into my house and fuck around with certain energies, and when I do not have the income for that stuff to account for that, considering like all this other stuff that's happening, dude, the consequences for that are actual penalties. So like I don't have to, like, nobody should have a desire or a massive intrigue to dabble into that. Okay, so I have to trust that whoever did this, it was just so that they could get someone into my life to, or me into theirs, to assert some kind of energies. So we'll see what happens. But there was no, dude, do I have like some residue on my hand? No, I don't have it here. But that's what had happened today, less than an hour ago. 34 minutes here. What is going on? Anyway, it's time for building solutions today. All right. What do we have here? 2 came out, which is the 6 of Pentacles extroverted. and the Six of Swords inverted. Okay, so we have master number 66 here, which is the master lover and master artisan, and extroverted here. There's something about a grandmother figure, like sending her powers over to me during sleep. I feel like this is not just me. I feel like that's somewhat like you out there, because there's only one child here. So that was my initial thing. But then, like, I know it's still tied to me. So I think this has to be my younger son. I'm caring for him. Because there's like a kind of like we're laying down on this, like, not even a freaking mattress. It's like we're imprisoned almost, because there's kind of chained to the wall, this bedroom thing going on freaking cobblestone. This is like, there's no reason to be tied up or chained up into this living situation. It's weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's really sad though. Did I tell you I went on this app to kind of save money and get certain things that are, I've been doing this for like quite a while now, but I've been meeting like the strangest, like having the strangest encounters as of late. So I have to be very, very freaking careful. And one of them was to get this armoire thing so that I could organize my craft stuff for certain things, okay? And it was very, like, it was weird. It was really, really low. And by the time I got there, I was like, this does not look right. This scene does not look right. But like, I was like, okay, I'm here and I'm at the Black Gate or whatever. I typed it in. And then, like, the person has been responsive regardless of the time of day up until the point that I got there. And it was around 6 o'clock in the evening, or 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. It was starting to get dark. But like, there were a lot of people out, but they like all of a sudden just went silent. It was weird. So I had already some other plans that I had to take care of. And so I waited there for 5 minutes and I'm like, this is, I saw that they saw my message and they didn't, like, the whole thing, like, they just ghosted me as soon as I got there. And so I thought that was really weird. So I was just like, never mind. I have some other things that I have got to do. Don't worry about it. I'm good. So I left because I was told that that was just not the right situation. And anytime, like, I'm given messages, I'm supposed to, like, make those moves. Like, even if it doesn't sound like a loud snap, it's definite. But on the way over there, I heard a music feed also of my grandma. And it was constant. It was constant. It was constant. I was like, oh, maybe she's all for this. Maybe she's okay with this. But no, she was there to protect me. And it was, how do I say it? Like, I couldn't really identify anything otherwise because, I only realized this in hindsight, because anytime she makes her presence known, it's when to calm my shit down when I'm really, really, really stressed out over court stuff. Or if, like, during moving day when my ex was supposed to come over and bring whoever else to help him move out some things. I was really, really, really stressed on how manipulative the thing was going to be and how, like, who he was going to bring over, etc., how long they were going to be here. And so she always makes appearances during that. So anyway, I'm just telling you that because there's that there. And then 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's like, she's trying not to cause a disturbance. And definitely trying to provide some peace, some inner peace. So this is usually, what is it? Finding calmer waters, but there are no waters here. That's the strangest thing about this card. Something angelic as well. So, I think since she's caring for this sheep, she wants to find water, replenishment. Like a freaking break. Okay, I don't even know what question I asked right there, but that's Archangel Michael. And then what opened up is the King of Cups. What opened to it? Oh, it's like a freaking fetus. It's the Ace of Wands. In reversal. Okay, so energy coming to on its own. Oh, yeah, see, building messengers. So this tells me that we also have a seat at this boardroom table on this panel. So we're not just the server, but we are also on the panel. Yeah, we're just like the baby version, gestation version of it. And since like certain people on the board are retiring, like, you know, just like life has its own, you know, cycles. So it's not always like a bad thing, like somebody had to do a bad thing in order to be retired out. This is more about like new generations, right? So that's why it's so important to protect this goose. Yes. Okay, so what opened to it? Okay, so it's the King of Cups inverted. And then the Three of Wands extroverted. So you have Jesus Christ energy here, or Spirit and Cash again, in violet. And so you're just saying like, okay, cheers. It's everything's good right now. I'm watching your back. I'm watching out for you. And as the ships are coming in. So this is kind of like monitoring what's going on. Like when the ships come into me. As they come into me. And this is dragon energy in the background. Huh. Fiery. Okay. Yeah, firework energy. So this is when this happens. This is kind of like drawing a line, you know, where it shows for itself as things are coming in. I don't know why they're saying it like that, but that's what they're saying. Interesting. I want to say that's an olive branch right there. So this new birthing, it's also an area of new hope and peace. So again, we have Athena energy there. All right, we're going to get one last card to close this out. And then, okay, and then the Bananagrams, because I feel like I really want to do it. But then there's this card that wants to be shown too. What is this? King of Pentacles in reversal. Two of Wands inverted. You know, give me more context on the, okay, so this one was closer to me, so we'll see that. Oh, frick, well, there's some more. Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles inverted. This King of Pentacles in reversal is an eagle energy. So he has a watchful eye on what I'm doing. Wanting to really, really, really hone in and size me up. Playing the long game. But the fact of the matter is that I've already played the long game like right in front of him. Like I already played that card with myself, and the fact of the matter is I'm already the Queen of Pentacles. So to discern as to how I got here is that I already am. So they're like going around in circles. I don't understand. Okay, Page of Pentacles, upright. So this is a new investment, whatever is happening here. Bottom of the deck energy is the Queen of Cups inverted. Cool. Okay. Top of the deck is Two of Pentacles extroverted. I don't know. It's saying, I mean, it's okay. Things are good. Like, I know my own energy. I know who I am, intuitively speaking. And it helps me weigh out whatever's on the outskirts. Again, we have the boa constrictor, if not the anaconda energy. Yeah, so we're saying this not in the means to one up anybody. It's just kind of just what is. All right, we're doing the bananagrams now, but give me a second because I gotta move. Grab me a hold on, I have to that. Oh, go with mine. Shit, that's fine. We'll do it like that, okay? We're back with a thing to use that. This kind of, it's slid and it's showing what this 5 of Pentacles. Duh. 5 of Pentacles. Why do we got that? So I'm making all this, checking it twice, that kind of thing here. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Why do we have that here? It's in like Chinese type of writing there. Or runic. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. Why do we get 5 of Pentacles? It like slid off and wanted to show itself. Because this person doesn't look happy. He looks disgruntled. I don't know. I don't know. You know, my hair is not being like fabulous like it normally is. Especially when I was out today. Like my lips are all chapped and like discolored. You know, I just like muted out. My hair is looking dull. My skin's looking like bleh. So I don't know what the deal is, but I think, oopsie, there we go. 20%. I think it's important to kind of stay low key and not so fab all the time. I don't know why. Don't know why they told me to stay up like that, but let me get one from the Romantic Tarot because I love myself. What is this? 10, 15, 16, 17, 7. Oh, it's a star card in reverse. Just know you're an undercover star. Don't worry about it, because this and the glamour are just like rah, you know? Okay, oops. Oh, what made it? It M, okay? It's also a Z. Maybe we have people from New Zealand here. Is that the Netherlands? I don't know. Anyway. NZ, and it fell like out on the outside. What is that? I really feel like that because it's like far out. And then anyway, another N, L, O, Q, R, A, S, G, A, O, R, O, E, A, F, T, O, L, D, E, K, R, X, N, I. Okay, we have not. We have regret. Oh, somebody did something that they regret. Snuggie, whatever that means. Or noogie. AOL. Some people still have like the dial-up. What? Who has dial-up? AOL. So somebody's like far, far, far out. Yeah. Ooh. We're talking about people who live like off the grid. Yeah. But I mean, off the grid would be not AOL. I don't know. I don't know my technology like that. So just, okay. Letty for Leticia. Ari. Allie. Ariana. Ariane, Adriana, Rory, Seg. Why do we have Seg here? Seg is, I don't know why, but it's somebody's, like, nickname. We have Corey, Carrie, Neil, O'Neill, Nellie, Lonnie, Lori, somebody speaks Farsi here. Nora. I see Rookie. Did I say Sally? I think I said Sally. Dalton. Randy. Do I have a D here? Yeah, I do. Okay. Some reference to the Fawns. Angie. Nigel. We hardly ever get Nigel. Ethel. Do we have an H here? I don't think we have an H, but I just saw Ethel. Elsie. Lesley. Hardly ever get Lesley here. Kelsey. Tina. Dina. Diane. Diana. Deltron. Deltoid. Tryon? I don't know why I said that. Trine. Fiora. Fiona. Clee. Lee. Cat. Somebody wants to be disguised here. Give me a second. Andrea or Andrea? So no, somebody else wants to be disguised here. Nicole wants to be disguised. She absolutely tried to disguise herself here. Who else? Eric, Ernie, Aaron, Frank. Yeah, Frank was trying to stay out of in the background also. So he was trying to, he doesn't know magic really, but he tried to do it through proximity. So he tried to stay behind like a little bit so he wouldn't be found out. But he's here. Ken. Who else? Who else is here? Ron. There are others in here. Ronald. Roland. Orlando. We don't normally have Orlando, so we already have like someone's name Orlando or Orlando, Florida. So we have FL here. In fact, I think we can spell Florida here. Yeah, so we have Orlando and Florida. There are other names in here. Efren. Lolita. Lola. Lolo. Oscar. He also wanted to be disguised here. Lorna. Nina. Gosh, there's a lot of names here. Like Engel. Doris. Dude, if you see your name in here, it's legit. So I'm just gonna move forward because I think I got 20% or 10% here. All right, Archangel Michael, help me out here. How do we start this off? We are answering, how should I be in public? What space do I hold? And thus respect. It's not supposed to be. I see floor. Flooring. You know, I think that's important because that's the first time I've ever gotten that. So flooring is looking at our foundations that we immediately set foot upon, okay? That's 100% where we, so where we stand, how we got there, the transitioning value of like one foot in front of the other, where it leads us to, the context of the flooring of where we're at because we're on someone else's turf. But when we think of the greater terms of how embedded and positioned we are in our grounding, that flooring, regardless of whoever's name is on that title, like whoever holds that business, let's say a landlord of a certain unit, I still hold my ground on deep earth. Like I can still hold that avenue. So there's a greater realm of respect than the immediacy of what I need to recognize and honor and what's right in front of me in my surrounding environment. I have that capacity, so I know that it may floor others on that note, but yeah, it's saying area here. It's pushed off to the side. Yeah, something about the surface area of what like is within my avenue. So yeah, it's definitely pointing to that. Also arena. I think since Athena was here, we should look at our area as an arena, because it's not really like survival of the fittest in here, like, but I know that others conceive it to be that way, and it's I don't want to say it's like an area of competition, but an arena is not always like where you're mashed up to fight somebody. Arena is like the social arena, or like the like even like in a horse race, they call it an arena, right? That's nobody's fighting each other. It's there is a competition, but it's not always like up against like the others. It's like how fat, like testing your own abilities. So it's how you take it, but it's an arena. It's a formal place where certain things are measured. Yeah, because we're all part of like the whole scheme of alchemy, right? We're part of the ingredients, the collective ingredient. So arena, I feel like, is legit. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm going to say that. Ned. Rank here. Dude, I feel like people are trying to rank the arena. I really feel like that. Like, if we're going to answer the question, how should I be in public? And what space do I hold? I think it's kind of cornering me into that avenue of not just understanding that people are ranking, not just me, but everybody else. That's just life on Earth. And like, I don't always have to fall into those measures. The area of discernment doesn't always have to fall prey to ranking certain things, but it's also knowing that within any arena I hold a certain rank. So I don't have to do that. I don't have to I don't think anybody has to really do that. Yeah. Anyway, we have teal here. So teal is a color that we should be working with. In fact, what stones should we be working with right now? I want to say fluorite here. Yeah, I feel like it's fluorite. What is it? What is it? Agerine. A-G-E-R-I-N-E. Agerine. And aragonite. Agerine, aragonite, and fluorite. Dude, I didn't know that because I was like, I already put together too many letters. I don't. But agerine, aragonite, and fluorite. Done. Okay, let's move on. So we have teal here in, that's a protective color as well. I do have a teal feather on my backpack thing. You could do a teal ribbon. Oh, look, there's this, see, it's teal. What the frick? That's weird. Okay. I see drool. Okay. What's AQ? I know there's like QA, but I feel like there's AQ. What does AQ stand for? I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's okay. Oh, teal. Duh. It was hard to figure out where to position teal, but then I see it now. Okay. I'm seeing exalt too. I see exile, sextile. So some people do what do you call it? I almost said archaeology, but it's astrology. So some are also within the archaeologist realm to get those like stones that quick for sure. There are some people who like do mining or trades, like do like the crystal grid type of work, studies like archaeology in several aspects. Okay, so there's something about the healing ranks here. So high ranking healer here, we have RX and then rank in the arena, in any arena. Yeah, I feel like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Floods. What? Flooring? Floods? Okay. So some of you who are in a high, like, what is it? High, shoot. Oh, sorry, 10% battery now. Okay. Some of you who are in an area that can flood, where it floods frequently or has the possibility of doing that, like one of like the higher natural disasters in your area, prepare for that because I see floods here. I mean, just like I really feel like that. I don't just get the physical aspects of things, but there's something about it's the flooring. The F is connected to floods here, so or the floods is connected to floorings here on the F part. So, and I have R and Q left here. So let me see if there's any other place that I can put it. But like, I'm not shown something for nothing. That's what it's showing me. Like, I don't know how the weather is. It looks good outside right now, but that's what it's showing me. I mean, it is like jackpot time too. That is still considered abundance, but this is kind of different. This is separate avenue. There's two separate, like, yeah. Let me see. I don't see any other place, dude. That's what it's showing me, so I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, I could put like sold, and there's also solder here. I don't know why we have solder here. I don't know why we have solder here. I think there are certain things that need to be mended by soldering. I don't know why I have that here. So it doesn't like leak into certain areas of your basement or whatever. There's something about soldering. Maybe that's what I need to do to fix my thing. Anyway, I want to change it though. Let me see if there's anything here. We have fooled. We have red. Red and teal are important. Fools. Fools flooring. I don't know. I feel like Fools flooring. So when I reposition stuff to get rid of flood on the flooring, just pay attention to your foundations, okay? But red and teal are an obvious mix. Oh, my heart chakra feels weird. I was just about to say something about American Indian. Like, red and teal, I think, are common blends of what American, like, because teal has, like, the turquoise look to it, right? Or turquoise has a teal look to it. So something about that here, and then my heart started hurting, and it's like there's teal and there's red right there. So it's like there's something tied to that. Maybe somebody had passed away, and there's like hurt, like, you know, saying there's like somebody that needs a timeout. That's a special message for somebody. But anyway, fools and then flooring. There's something about people going on a... Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we have QS right here. There's Q, quality assurance, and quality... I don't know. Q, where does Q go? Ugh. Okay. Oh, also, it's a QR and QT. So someone has like this cute factor, but it's very much encoded, like very unique to this person. Let me see if there's any other place that it can be put. AQ. Again, what does AQ stand for? Because then we could put Qi Gong, you know, but it's like the Qi part, and then, but AQ. I forget. I don't know, man. I'm trying to find a place. We have a Q left. Remaining question. Because, like, the Queen of Swords is not the portion of, like, discernment doesn't always have to carry question. It's a certain amount of certainty. But, like, the Queen of Swords is constantly developing also a student because they know that they don't know everything. They're in constant wonder. You know, they have a life a spirit of questions to be answered. And even if they don't get their answer, that's an answer in itself. There's a certain appreciation for that, just as equal to the question. So, okay, that stands legit. That's what they're saying. So I'm going to put you right here, a little rider there. Okay, and I think that is it. So, I will show you later, but let me find my little mic. My little mic. Where are you, little mic? I don't know, man, dude. What happened here? Where did you go? Where did you go? I don't know where you went. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay. So now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors and supporters. All donations provided in light and love. They are appreciated. You know, let me put this behind me. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, so thanks so very much. We're gonna pull one more card as a takeaway. Oh my gosh, 71 minutes. What the heck? Okay, 10 of Swords in reversal and the High Priestess in reversal. Yeah. So again, being objective about what we perceive and receive, so that there's we dodge all of those bullets, those arrows, those swords. That's the only way to do it. Yeah, because the High Priestess is also a judge in herself. Like absolutely righteous within that meditative thought. That is it. So upon closing these portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading. Now.